Do you feel stuck in this lifestyle that you're currently living? Do you feel like there's a boiling pot melting around you? If so, you may have just gotten complacent and you're waiting for this boiling pot to boil you till you're dead. If you've not heard about the boiling frog theory, explain to you. It's basically an expression that's used to describe gradual changes over a certain amount of time, but without you noticing because it's very difficult to notice. It refers to the idea if you put a frog in boiling water, it's going to notice and it's going to jump out because it's a drastic change in its environment. If you put a frog in cold water in a pot and you gradually change the temperature, it will be more difficult for the frog to notice, meaning the frog does stay in there, gets comfortable within the heat and gradually boils within the water. This metaphor is used to illustrate the dangers of gradual change in any situation that you become okay with and you don't take drastic action. The boiling frog theory is the idea that we all fall into this trap in our lives at some stage. We get complacent in the things we do and don't want to motivate ourselves to do better. We get complacent in situations that's even worse for our mental or physical well-being. I believe Chris Williams explained this really good in the Joe Rogan podcast, and he explained it as the region beta paradox.
That sometimes worse situations can be better than better situations. And this is an issue when if you only decide to act after you cross a certain threshold of badness or whatever, you can end up being stuck in region beta. So for instance, the friend that should leave his job really needs to leave his job, but it's just about passable. His boss isn't that much of a dick. Maybe the benefits are okay or whatever. Or the person that's in a relationship with someone that they really don't want to stay with, and it's not that brilliant, but it's not that bad. They don't abuse them. Everything's okay. The person that stays in an apartment that's got some mold on the ceiling. It's not too much mold and whatever. All of these people would be better off if their situations were worse, because it would galvanize them into actually doing something. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You can get stuck in this chasm of comfortable complacency that sits somewhere in the middle. If things are good, great, no problem. If things are bad, great, activation energy to go and make them good. If things are just about passable, you end up being comfortably numb.
And when we're stuck in this limbo of life of good or bad, but no, actually in the middle, okay, why is it that something drastic has to happen to us for us to take some action? Something detrimental has to happen to us at a certain time for us to take action. That means your situation has got the worst it possibly could without you taking action in between. I'm here today to tell you that complacency is a place that you should fear the most. Complacency can be comfortable, but it really holds us back from living a fully rich and satisfied life. By being proactive and taking intentional action before it gets worse, we can take action and be better and push ourselves to strive to be the best we can be every single day. Don't let your situation get worse, because that's when you're going to figure out that it has the worst effect on your mental and physical well-being, puts you completely in a different dimension of when you've actually taken the action to stop it in between. Complacency is a part of nearly everyone's life. We all get complacent at some stages in life, like that 9-to-5 job that you work and you get satisfied in it to an extent where, oh, you become comfortable, but after a few years you don't, but you feel like that's the only thing you know, and you become complacent in that job that's not giving you any satisfaction. Sometimes you can be happy in that situation, and no, that's fine, be happy in your work. But I also believe that life isn't about slaving away the hours that you have to build someone else's empire instead of your own. See, building someone else's empire when you're slaving away to their hours that they decide, you get stuck in that limbo. You become okay with the control of other people. You don't take action of yourself because you become consumed in this okayness of life. Being stuck in that limbo, what does it really mean then? It means that you feel this emptiness and empathy inside yourself for years to come when you're not focused on pushing yourself to do better and do more. Then you're stuck figuring out in your head what to do. And then we're all stuck in this lifestyle of like, oh my God, what am I going to do next? I'm lost. And everyone does it. Everyone feels at one stage of their life they're lost and they don't find this challenge in life, where if they did find this challenge and challenge themselves every single day to do something new or learn something new, they would be aspiring towards their dreams, a bit closer to the things that they've set out to do in their life. Time is truly now. If you're putting off that one thing that you know that's going to advance your life, I've got one question for you. What's stopping you? You can make excuses all you like, but those excuses are only going to hold you back, because it's your life that you should really take priority over. Don't get complacent in this lifestyle thinking that, oh my God, no, I'm going to put it off because I don't think I can do it. No, believe in yourself more. If you don't believe in yourself that you can advance to a better lifestyle and be more fulfilled and happy in your life, then you're literally in this gradually melting pot that is burning away all your aspirations and dreams because you're not giving yourself new tasks to advance your life. And we all get complacent sometimes. Like even me, like last year I got a full-time job and I got very complacent because I was uploading content for such a long time. For like a year I was uploading one reel or TikTok a day, and now I'm only moving towards making YouTube videos. But I got very complacent when I got a full-time job and I realized I thought I didn't need to do this. But to be honest, I was just kind of denying to myself what my aspirations and dreams was. My dreams are to become a content creator and create content that brings value to people. And if I'm not doing that, I'm not really fulfilling my purpose. And I realized that I got complacent not really doing that, you know? And I've realized that that was a phase of my life that I had no aspirations and low motivation to do a lot of things, even go to the gym or work out. And now I prioritize all of that way more than I've ever prioritized in my entire life. I like to believe that we have to do very discomfortable stuff for us to get pushed out of our comfort zone at this level of complacency. One thing I do that I absolutely hate, but I do it at least 3 to 4 times a week now, a cold bath, and I just meditate in there for 6 to 10 minutes. And I do that because I need to shock my body into doing something so discomfortable that I'm challenging myself, that I know that I'm capable of way more once I've got this one horrible task done. No, you don't have to be that extreme and you don't have to do cold plunges into a bathtub, but it's something that worked for me, is that I challenged my body to the extent that I fully thought I could, where I probably can do now more cold water therapy and get used to it more and even gradually increase from that. But I'm saying I challenge myself with cold water plunges, and I feel like if you do something like that, and it's not about, you don't have to do cold water plunges, you can basically do something that's discomforting to you and just honestly believe in the process of that will make you a better person. Cold plunges are an effective way to get out of your comfort zone. If you are experiencing something that you need to take drastic change, I would recommend getting into a cold plunge and just shocking your body, showing yourself you can do so much more. Body is forced to respond to a sudden drastic change. And this goes back to the boiling frog theory, where when the boiling frog is inserted into that pot, he jumps straight out because something worse is about to happen to him. But don't let yourself be in that melting pot when that change only gradually happens and it becomes difficult to notice. Recommend you do something that's very drastically changes your perspective and mindset, because it's all about taking drastic actions that kind of push you to do more. For example, when I started, even before I started doing YouTube, I wasn't in the mindset to even create videos like this where I felt kind of motivating or even motivating in myself, and I couldn't even motivate myself. There was sometimes that I would be absolutely sad and depressed, and I would feel so anxious about everything else in my life and think about too much in my own head. But it's through the power of kind of taking courses or learning or reading more that brought me this sense of fulfillment and understanding that I can push myself to create content. It enables me then to learn even more deeply about my skills and develop my skills, talking on camera, being on camera, my editing skills. All this production that I'm putting into play is enabling me to push forward and telling myself I can do something that I aspired and dreamed of doing all my life. So do the hard thing, especially when you don't feel like it, because those are the things that matter. Moral of this story is don't get too comfortable. To take action, because action only comes when you are ready in your mindset. And videos like this, for example, are going to encourage you to change that aspect in your mindset, that you're enabling yourself to understand this world of being complacent. And sometimes, even before I watched that video of Chris Williams talking about the region beta paradox, I didn't really even understand complacency. So sometimes it takes just a video or even something to understand that don't get too comfortable in life. Don't get comfortable being just okay, because being just okay isn't fulfilling, and it isn't going to satisfy or bring you new challenges in life that you can advance from. If you'd like me to put in the method of the cold water plunge and how I go about it and how I proceed with doing it, or how long I do it for, or what kind of methods, comment down below, because I'd like to hear if you'd like to see that in a process. I'll make a YouTube video completely about that. So embrace the changes in your life and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, don't quit your daydream.